when it comes to support, we have such great sponsors, and we vet them out to bring you the best of the best. And to have new sponsors come on board and make us that strong unit to be able to bring you this programming and this content, I would be remiss if I didn't say welcome and thank you to Brian Rizzuto, who Encore Energy, this is a cool one. First of all, welcome to the show, Brian.
Thank you for having me.
So cool having you here tonight. A little birdie told us that you are one of those people that are behind the support of the Modern Eater Show at this point in time.
I sure am, and I'm super excited to be part of this team. I watch it each week and listen to it, and I'm part of it now.
No turning back.
No turning back.
You are in Encore Energy. This is one of these things to where I did a little head scratch, and I talked to Richie about it, and it all made sense. How does this Encore Energy, first of all, tell us what you do.
Well, we are a third-party natural gas supplier. So in layman's terms, we are a middleman between Xcel Energy and an end-user business. So we're able to save that business money sending our gas through Xcel's pipelines. So it's similar to a deregulated phone service. This actually happened in around 85. Natural gas was deregulated across the country, which meant you had an opportunity to get gas from somewhere other than your public utility.
Almost similar to when Ma Bell was broken up.
Absolutely.
And then you turned into some competitiveness.
Yes.
And you bring that to the market and make it all make sense to folks that are listening and say, this is a food and beverage show, but it makes total sense, and say why.
Yeah, well, we work with all types of businesses. So we work with a lot of restaurants, hotels, churches, anybody that uses enough gas in the course of a month, we can save them money. And the nice thing is it's kind of a no-brainer. I've got the perfect job. I sell something they already use. They just decide if they want to buy it from me and save money. So it's a perfect gig, and I love it.
Beyond that, community. And there you are with a small businessman working within the means, and you're building a community of people, of like-minded people that want to have that personalized service that you can give them above and beyond calling up a 1-800 number and being lost in purgatory hell. And so you bring that personal touch as well. You work with people with their specific needs, and you figure out whether this is right for them.
Absolutely. This is a very hands-on type of option. So I actually, instead of calling the big utility and talking to 15 people, I'm not going to mention the utility, we actually go into the office and talk to them about options, gas buying options, how they can save the most money, how they can leverage budgets. So we do it all for them. It's kind of a turnkey deal. And the great thing is they don't change anything in their business. If they decide that they want to save money, it's very simple. We bill them. Xcel sends us their bill. We bill them. And it's as simple as that. So they do nothing else.
Brian, there's got to be a level. This is Brian Freeman from Growers. There's got to be a level where it makes sense. What is that level that makes sense for someone to call you?
Absolutely. So we look at businesses that are spending about $400 a month. So about $4,800 to $5,000 a year for a minimum, a starting point. That particular customer would be someone like Mission Hills Church, or a big utility, or a big building.
Maybe a Rocalitas tortilla?
Absolutely.
Perfect customer. So yes, and that customer is going to always save between 10% versus the utility, and I've seen it upwards of 18 to 20%.
Right. So when we believe in the businesses that we back, Rich, there was a big reason why you believed in this so much, and it's because you're one of the end users. Talk about that for a minute.
Yeah, well, it's funny, when Brian came to me, I was really ignorant on this. I was convinced there was going to be something different, and there really wasn't. And
what's the catch? What's the
exactly. There's got to be a hook. I was thinking even, do I have to rejet my ovens? Do I have to make adjustments in the baking and all that stuff? And he assured me, and we went on, and I mean, the service, Brian specifically, because there are other companies besides Encore. The reason I went with Encore is simply because of the man right here, Brian. He is, and we've said this before, you're as sick and twisted about gas as I am about baking. I mean, he knows his stuff. He will call me and send me an email, hey, gas futures are down. Let's lock in a percentage. Let's do this, let's do that. I'll tell you, in the past 2 years, he's probably saved us almost $10,000.
Wow.
In gas.
And when you think of a small business, how far $10,000 can go, and not to say that your business is the scale of Little Rich's at Rocalitas, but there are many businesses that can use that type of personalized service that can show that their bottom line is more profitable.
Absolutely, and that's why I thought it was timely for Brian to come on now, because I know with the turn of a calendar, almost everyone is looking at their P&Ls and where we can sharpen up. And typically, what happens is people will start trying to buy cheaper ingredients, cheaper foods, and that's really not the best way to do it. Here's a way that on a line item, you can save a substantial amount of money
right away,
and you're not changing the dining experience, and it's just great, guys.
Well, the crazy thing is we work with all these breweries and distillers.
Tommy Knocker is one of his customers.
Yeah, that are cooking, will wort. And if you're not running it off electric, you're running it off of gas. And you've got to be using a lot.
Yeah.
I could see bakers, this being an excellent thing for somebody who's got constant baking ovens going all day long.
So as we walk down this hyper-local path and we show you the folks that are supporting us, and folks out there are like, well, how can I support the modern eater? I really like what you guys do and the content that you bring us. And a lot of service industry people listen, restaurateurs, restaurant owners, chefs. Here's a way that you can do it. Walk with the folks that we talk about. Go to them and ask them, what can you do for my business? And I'll tell you what, through our vetting process and the people that we bring into the mix, this is one of those opportunities to not only will you support a local businessman who's put together a great service for the community, but you will support a show that means the world to us to be able to do that. So what I'd like to ask now is Brian Rizzuto here with us from Encore Energy, is how can people that are interested, and this is the beginning of our relationship, and we'll do this much more, but how can people interested get a hold of you directly to see what your services are?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll give you the phone number. It's 720-245-5771. Call me. I'll answer the phone. If I don't, leave me a message, and I'll call you back. But the first step is pretty much just talking to you. And then what I do is I actually meet with you, look at 12 months worth of your gas usage, and then I do the rest. I come back with a savings analysis saying if you were my customer in this 12-month period, this is what you would have saved. And keep in mind, just like I said, it's so simple. They do nothing different. As a matter of fact, Excel still delivers their gas. It's just I sell them the commodity for cheaper than Excel. Yeah. Very simple.
Yeah. Well, and Brian nailed it, because remember, folks, he said 400 and above is a sweet spot. Once you get your gas bill to 400, and it's real easy to look at it yourself, because you can make this determination.
If you like to save money, you like to support local, and you just like to be involved with great people doing good things, I'd like to be the first to shake your hand, because it means so much, Brian.
Thank you.
For you to support us and the show and the community around us. So looking forward to hear some great success stories of folks that you've been able to help out.
Thanks so much, guys.
There he is, Brian Rizzuto. Cool.
Yeah. Do you mind if we give out his number one more time?
I mean, give it out all day long, and we're going to put it on Facebook, and we're going to scream it from the rooftops.
Absolutely. So be sure and give Brian a call at 720-245-5771.
Perfect. Done and done. Okay, thanks again. We're going to take a quick turnaround. We'll step away for one moment, and this is cool.